Anyway, Happy New Year, peoples of the Earth! Happy New Year, and Merry Christmas as well, since I've missed that as well, haven't I? It's been a heck of a year. In fact, this is the first time there's not going to be a Christmas tree video out. I usually like to build something in Space Engineers or 3D model something. Nope. No Christmas tree this year. If you've followed my channel and my Twitter, you know that this year has been a very rough one for me personally. I've ended up in the hospital, I think I counted it, heart issue, attempted heart surgery that didn't find the issue, successful heart surgery that did find my Afib, which is the heart issue that sent me in the hospital the first time and the reason I had the first attempted surgery, so Afib hopefully sorted. Then I ended up with blind spots at work, which ended up sending me to the hospital because we were afraid it was a stroke. Happened again about a week later. Yeah, so 5 times. I've been in the hospital 5 times this year. 2018, not the best year for me. On top of that, of course, having to work a factory job to make sure I can pay for said medical bills those things are bringing up, and I already had, as well as, of course, student loan stuff, but you guys don't want to hear about all that. I just thought I'd give you guys a heads up, though, because, yes, I did make a few videos saying I was in the hospital, and, well, after my last hospital visit, that means I've had at least 4 MRIs. Well, first time I ended up in the hospital for the blind spots, we had MRIs done and MRAs done, as well as a CAT scan of the heart and an X-ray of the chest. They didn't see anything weird, but they figured maybe it was a mini stroke and we just didn't catch it. Second time I ended up in the hospital with the blind spots, I actually ended up having even more blind spots show up in the hospital after they'd originally gone away. They came back again while I was in the hospital, and that time they did MRI and MRAs while I was in the hospital still, and they still didn't see anything. And a CAT scan of my brain. And an epilepsy test of my brain, too, where they put a EKG test. EKG stuff all over my head, and if you see me on Twitter, well, image, bam! Okay, and, they flashed lights and stuff to see if they could get an epileptic something or see any weird structural stuff. Nothing. Everything came back completely positive, normal, happy, dappy. So, they even sent me to a eye doctor just to rule it out, even though I was getting blind spots in the same spot in both eyes, which means it must be a brain issue. Just to rule it out. Nothing. So, right now, the belief is that it is an ocular migraine of some sort. Something that the majority of you had already said, sounds like an ocular migraine to me. You were right. Congratulations. Ocular migraine it appears to be. Yeah. Let's hope that's all it is. I did end up having another incident, yesterday? Like 2 days ago? A day or two after Christmas? Where all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I can't see, the Avengers' face as we were watching the Avengers. And, of course, that scared the crap out of me. But I figured, you know what? If it really is just ocular migraines, I don't need to go to the hospital every time, so let's not call anybody. And, whoo, was I scared and anxious and shaky and freezing cold. But, A, my vision did come back, and I did wake up in the middle of the night a little antsy and scared. But, hey, it came back. It came back. Ugh. But, boy, it's got me scared. I'm going to be genuine with you guys. I'm fracking terrified. I've always had, OCD issues and brain issues like that. I've always had heart issues. I look back through my memories, and it's pretty clear that I think I've probably had Afib for the majority of my life. Like, I remember being like a young teen, maybe younger, and sitting in the restroom shaking, trying to calm down from something. Everyone's like, you'll be alright, just give it time. I think that was Afib all the way back then. So, to now have a new brain issue, something we don't understand, that random decide it wants to start taking chunks of my vision away and then give them back, half an hour to an hour later, that's kind of terrifying. No, that is terrifying. It's genuinely terrifying. It's not fun. I don't enjoy that one bit. So yeah, it's been a rough year. And I also had a panic attack while I was in the hospital last time because, like I said, blind spot, went hospital, everything fine, came home. Second blind spot, went to hospital, oh dear, had another blind spot while there, scans, everything fine. Every time I get a blind spot, it gets better within about 30 minutes, even though the very first time I lost half my vision in both eyes. I've already said this in other videos, so I don't want to go into it. But I had a third one, a little minor one, that got me a little anxious, and they gave me a little injection that helped me relax and get to sleep while I was at the hospital that second time. So technically I almost had 3 while I was there. That night, it felt like my tongue had gone straight up and pinned itself to my mouth and turned cold and numb, and it felt like my arm was cramping right here. So I woke up spamming that call button for my nurse, and they came in, they were like, what's going on? Do the, like, your nose to my finger, your nose to my finger thing, and can you see the fingers? Can you see the fingers? Peter Piper picked a pack of pickles, whatever. They don't have you say that one, but that's what I kept repeating, because I figured, if you had a stroke going on, it's going to be hard to say that probably, but either way, I was speaking at about 1,000,001 words per minute, probably about as quickly as I'm speaking now, maybe even quicker than I am speaking now, because I was freaking the frack out. I was absolutely panicked. I was horrified. I was amazingly scared. And so they were, like, okay, calm down. I think you're just panicking. You're just worrying. You're panicking. So they finally managed to calm me down. They had me do a pee test also, because I thought maybe somebody snuck drugs into me, because I was that freaked out. But yeah, panic attack. Horrified. And then, of course, the other night when I had another incident with the blindness here at home, when I woke up, I had that sort of same anxious, sick feeling, like my stomach's sick, because you would get really scared. Apparently you get shakes and you feel like throwing up. Never had that really before in my life where I got scared like that until now. And that's been happening. Yeah, that's been happening. Like in the hospital, I'll be freezing to death and my stomach's all upset, and they're like, just calm down, you'll be fine. And then, of course, the other night it happened here where I was just like, I know I'll be fine, I just need to go lay down, but of course my stomach's been upset for like 2 days now. But yeah, everything points to ocular migraines, so it's just something I should be able to live with without really any issue. But it's got me spooked. And it means I am, $7,000 in debt from medical bills. That's what my premium was or whatever. But luckily, once I hit that, I didn't have to pay for any more hospital visits or surgeries or whatnot. But yeah, New Year about to start in about 3 hours and change. Yeah, let's say 3 hours and change from when I'm recording this. A little bit more, probably 4 hours and change. And then it'll be back to needing to meet my premium again. And I'll be, of course, having a different insurance provider, so hopefully it won't be $7,000, but more like $3,000 this time. So if I do end up in the hospital again and with more medical stuff, hopefully it won't be that expensive. Also getting checked for sleep apnea, because I do have minor sleep apnea. And that's going to be, they're thinking that might be a cause, actually, of the painless migraines. Like sleep apnea can lead to Afib. Considering I've had it for so long, I'm not sure that's what caused it, but it might be what made it have that breakthrough event earlier this year that put me in the hospital. But it might be what's giving me the ocular migraines, that mixed with the rest of the stress of the surgery and everything. Again, I've talked about the surgeries and stuff before, and gone into more detail in a few other videos, I think, on this channel, and also on my personal channel, which is just Ectosage, which really, I screwed the names up there, didn't I? Ectosage. I say it's my name in every video, and what do? If you Google it, you maybe find this channel, you maybe find my personal channel. Wish I could, flip-flop those in some way without completely making a mess of things, but hell, I'm barely even making videos right now because life is such a mess. Anyway, guys, I just thought I'd give you guys a whole update. That way nobody thought I was still in the hospital. I did get out before Christmas, so happy days there. I got to have Christmas at home, That was a nice plus. Yeah, that's it. I just thought I'd give you guys an update and wish you all a much better year than I've had in 2018. Let's hope we all have a wonderful 2019. Because my God, if it's as bad as 2018, oh Lord God. Oh man, that's gonna suck if it is. So let's hope it's a great 2019. Let's hope we all find great prosperity and manage to not get stuck in the same shizzle whizzle we've been stuck in this year, eh? Alright, guys. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. God bless. And I'll see you all next time. Ta-ta. Thank you guys for all the well wishes. I really do appreciate that. You guys are awesome. Oh, right, and the green screen. The green... Oh, wait, no. The green screen.